All right, we are live. We'll wait for some people to come in here. I came on a little early. 6 people, some people waiting. Hey, I broke this story first, by the way, if you're watching this back, because about midnight last night, I was on the Oregon site and they were talking about who the next offensive coordinator was going to be when Will Stein left. So I broke the story first, damn it, at midnight last night. If you're just getting in here, I don't care. I'm not taking credit for it. But yeah, Oregon was already talking about who the next offensive coordinator was going to be. What's up, man? What's up, Jared? Yeah, looks like Will Stein. If you watched me, what's up, Jackson? Last night at midnight, I put on a link to a story from Oregon. Well, I don't know if I linked it. I was on an Oregon site last night at midnight, and it was about 9 o'clock there, and they were talking about, we got to find a new offensive coordinator, and I was like, there it is. And I did a video on the offense. It's in the description if you haven't been to my channel and looked at his offense. I'm not a fan of spread offenses, but this is gonna work if we get the quarterback. Cutter Bowley will not be able to run this. We don't have any receivers. You got to be able to run, and we need a dual threat quarterback. So yeah, he's gonna have to open it up. We'll see. I don't know. Can we afford the players? We don't have no choice, Jared. No matter who we brought in here, if we brought in the kid from Ohio State, we got to spend money on football. We got to get NIL fixed because it is screwed up right now. And you see what's happened with the basketball team is the same thing that happened with the football team. Quit, guys. They quit those last 2 games. Right now, we got basketball players that are just playing for money. You can tell it. You're going to see it tomorrow night. North Carolina, they better play well. But we got guys. Take away. I don't know what the hell but these guys are getting paid and they're just not giving effort. But no, Will Stein will be the Cutter was offered by Oregon. Yeah, he was AFO. He was. But I don't know, dude, after watching him, he can't run. Go watch my video on his offense that I put on earlier today. He can't run like that. You got to be fast and you got to run fast and make fast decisions and quick throws. And I just don't know. We'll see. Maybe he will be able to do it. What's up, man? I like his offense. I do too. Yes, I like the hire. Yeah, I'm not a fan of spread offenses. Okay, and I'm worried about the defensive coordinator. Who's going to be the defensive coordinator? Got to have a defense. So it's not just about his offense. So look, it's going to take a few years, guys. We're going to have maybe 2 or 3 years where we don't win a lot of games, but he's got to get his people in here because the wide receivers have to win one-on-one battles. The quarterback will throw it up, and you in his system, if you watch my video, they'll throw in the double coverage. They don't care. You got to go up, and we do not have any wide receivers who can play that offense right now. Nobody. So yeah, we're going to have to get some players. What's up, Ponatoski? Yep, was recruited. Ponatoski's a kid who has an arm that can make those throws. I'll tell you that right now. He's got some zip on the ball. You got to have some zip on the ball, and you got to make a read, and you got to throw right now. And yeah, just watch. I have a video. If you're just getting in here, please like and subscribe. I put a video on about Will Stein's offense today. It's in the description. You can go to my archives and watch it. I go through some of his offense, and you'll see the quarterback has to run, and he likes big quarterbacks, big, strong players. He likes big, strong players over small players because most of the time when you run a spread, you like small players, but no, not Will Stein. So there's a lot of action in the middle of the field, and this mesh. He runs a lot of mesh, and everybody's crossing in front of the quarterback. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Big Blue Productions. I don't care when we lose. We will hear a different excuse. Big Blue Productions. I don't think that's going to be the truth, brother. Don't be so negative, man. The dude ain't hired yet. Let's give him a chance. Wildcat highlights. Very pleased. Yeah, look, I liked him over Hartline. To be honest with you, I want to try this offense because it's a different play on the spread offense. So a power spread. Yes, AVO. Yeah, because they run. You run. He wants big players, big running backs, big wide receivers, big quarterback. That's what I said. Bowley. I just don't think he's fast enough. You got to be fast. You're running out on the edge, dude. You got. I'm not saying he can't do it, but I don't know. We don't lose at the beginning. It won't bother me as bad. Oh, well, good. Well, good, Big Blue Production. Yeah, man. Look, we're not going to just come. He ain't going to come in here and just start. Listen, man, we ain't going to win 6, 7 with that schedule next year with this brand new offense. Doubtful that's going to happen. we'd have to spend a ton of money in the portal, and we don't have it, and we ain't going to spend it, I don't think, just yet. So we'll see. I don't know what will happen to see yeah, the defensive coordinator, Joe. Yes. Yeah, you got to have a defense. Look, these spread offenses have never worked here because you're giving the ball back to a team that's better than you. Say Tennessee. If you look at my air raid offense video, we went over that. We would score, but then they would score more. So, it's kind of like a basketball game where you're sprinting down the court, or you're running a really fast tempo, and the other team's just beating you down the floor. So yeah, we got to stop some people for this to work. Yeah, otherwise we'll just get beat 63-28 like we did when we had the air raid, and or 63-38 or whatever. You're like, hey, we scored 38 points. Yeah, but they scored 63 because you keep giving them the ball back and you can't stop them. So yeah, we need a good defense. Yes. Yes, he's a Kentucky boy. That's right. Good hire, lady bass player. Yeah, I agree. I wanted him. I mean, I wanted him. If we get him over Heartline, and it seems like we will. Yeah, I mean, look, I like his attitude about his offense. If you watch videos on it, and I only posted one video, he knows what he wants to do on offense, and will it work in the SEC, guys? I don't know. Your quarterback better get ready to get hit, and you better have we need a dual threat quarterback who can run and throw. I don't even know, like a Randall Cobb type guy. You know what I'm saying? We need a Randall Cobb. We need somebody who can run. Well, I'm not going to say Lynn Bowden because he couldn't throw. But, yeah, I mean, that's what we need. Randall Cobb. I mean, that would be perfect for this offense. I mean, he can make a quick throw and run. Just have a good coordinators around him. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know who he's going to get for the defense, and he's not going to take. See, I reported this last night at midnight. If you watch my channel, I was on an Oregon site last night, and I saw they were talking about we're going to have to find a new offensive coordinator, and I was like, oh, they're already talking about finding a new offensive coordinator for the playoff run or whatever I think they're in the playoffs or in the Big Ten, a chance to win the Big Ten. I was like, I posted at midnight last night, hey, we might be getting Will Stein. So I tried, but yeah, because I reversed it. Instead of looking at Kentucky sites, I was like, I'm going to be a detective. I'm going to go look at some Oregon sites. And then it was like, oh, there it is. So, yeah, good hire, guys. I mean, what the hell? Spread it out. I mean, we already tried, I don't know if it'll work. I have no idea. It'll depend on how much money we spend on football because we need 85 players. And, but we're going to need some wide receivers and a quarterback and a running back. Patterson could maybe play in this. Dowdell maybe, but Dowdell can run. He's a big dude. So yeah, Patterson and Dowdell, but we don't have any receivers that can win. You got to win one-on-one, guys. This is spread out. They throw the ball up and you got to take it from your man. And we just don't have that right now. So hopefully some people will want to play here. Okay. We can find some people that want to catch the ball. So we'll see what happens. Maybe more will come. Yep. Read back through here. Ponatoski, Terry Wilson type quarterback, King Mondo. Yeah, that's a good example. Look, the guy's got to run and he's got to be able to get hit. I mean, that's why this is not a Cutter Boley. First of all, the guy can't make a damn quick enough throw and a quick enough read in my mind with the blitz coming. So yeah, you're going to need somebody who's going to be a tough son of a bitch who's going to take some hits. So I don't know what we'll do. We'll see. Maybe he'll bring, like I said, Ponatoski's still coming. He's got the arm. I'll give him that. He can sling it. He's got velocity on his throw. Okay. He can throw. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Posse, if you're going to be 6-6, 7-5, got to be entertaining. We ain't going to be 6-6 and 7-5 in the next couple of years to do that. No. I mean, look, this offense going to take a while. This is, I mean, doing this against Alabama, Oklahoma, Tennessee, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but maybe it'll work. Jake, did Will Stein start at Louisville? Now, he played. I don't know if he started. I'm not sure what the story was. I think he played and then Lamar Jackson came in or something. I'm not sure, but I know this. Watch my video. If you're in here right now, like and subscribe. I have a video right now in the description and I have it in my archive. I did it this morning. I figured he was going to be the head coach. So I went ahead and did a video on his offense, and it is very entertaining. And it's not, the quarterback gets involved. He's not just a passer, he's a runner. So yes, they work the middle of the field and the very outside of the sideline. So yeah, you got to be able to go up and get a ball if you're a wide receiver, and if you can't, so it's going to be interesting. I don't look for us to win a lot of games next year. Okay, don't think he's going to come in here and win six. I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, because I don't know who we'll keep. To be honest with you, we should not keep some of the people that quit on the defensive side of the ball. I'm going to tell you that right now. I watched that tape back and with Van Hiles on his channel, and there were people that didn't even show up and didn't even try in the back end that were, not even starters, younger guys. That really pissed me off. Upvote 11. Thank you. Did we get Stein? It looks like it tailor made. That's what KSR is reporting. I looked last night at midnight on Oregon's site, and they were already talking about replacing him as offensive, who they were going to get, who was going to be the next offensive coordinator. So that's when I knew last night, okay, yeah, it sounds like that's what KSR is reporting, is that Stein will be introduced tomorrow, and I think that's going to happen looking at Oregon's site. So Taylor Green have another year of eligibility. Which I don't. Who's Taylor Green? Are you talking about Sam Green? I don't know who Taylor Green is. Head coach, better. Larry. Well, yeah. I mean, we'll see if he's better, dude. And he ain't better right now because he ain't won a game. Let's see what he does. Okay, this is not an easy offense to run in SEC, guys. You better have a good offensive line. You're gonna get your quarterback killed. This is, like I said, we've tried this before. With Tim Couch, 7-5 was the best. We had a guy who was up for the Heisman Trophy, and we only won 7 games running a spread offense. And that Anthony White even talked about that on his channel. So we'll see. Just because it's a spread offense, don't mean you'll win games. Okay, because remember, if you don't score, you're giving the ball back to a team that's better than you a lot of the time. So we'll see what happens. Oh, Arkansas quarterback. I don't know, Posse. I think Pontossi could do. I think maybe we'll see what we got, and we'll see what his ideals are. Larry, Mark Stoops, I'm glad today. Good. Yeah. Look, Mark Stoops, listen, I'm going to tell you right now. Mark Stoops did us a solid by not taking all that money, because he could have screwed the whole university and been real selfish like what's Brian Kelly and Lane Kiffin. He did not do that. So you got to give some love to Mark Stoops, okay? He did not. He let him spread that money out. So that helped us a lot. Now, we got to do something with NIL. I don't know how good this JMI is going to be, guys. I think Matt Jones might have been onto something when he's worried about JMI being in charge of all this stuff. We're going to have to see, because we need players. And, if we're going to keep spending $22 million on basketball, I don't know what happens. So we got to have 85 football players. We got to have backups. If you didn't learn anything from this year, we got to have backups, because when somebody goes down, you got to have somebody almost as good step in. And we haven't had that. Well, maybe a couple years under Stoops for about maybe 5 or 6 years, but not in my lifetime. Posse, we took Vandergriff. Yeah, Vandergriff was a 5-star, and everybody at Georgia loved him. And so we all thought he was a good quarterback. He quit. He doesn't even want to play football. So, look, man, we got people playing for money just for a check, guys. You're going to see, we're going to play North Carolina tomorrow night. And, I don't know who's going to guard their freshman. I don't know who's going to guard now that his name escapes me. I just made a video about him. I got so many names on my mind trying to memorize football roster, basketball roster. But Caleb Wilson for North Carolina. He's a forward. We ain't got anybody that can guard him. And their center is good. So, yeah. But we got people in basketball that's playing for a check. And you can, if you watch the tape back and watch the game back, every once in a while I'll watch it back and I'll go, why is that guy just jogging? We got people that I don't know if they're playing for the money. They sure as hell ain't playing for the name on the jersey. So I hope we pick it up in basketball. But no, it's hard to find players, guys, in football and basketball these days. So hopefully we can get some mojo going. We can get some hype going, and these kids want to win. So I hope so. Will Howard won a natty and Green played like Vic. Well, then we'll see what happens. Stoops and Calipari bailed Mitch out. Yes, Avio. Calipari didn't do it. He didn't bail him out. He just messed up and broke the rule, broke his contract by talking to Arkansas without telling us. So that dumbass just did it to himself. Whereas Mark Stoops did it for the love of Kentucky. Uh, yeah. So yeah, Mark Stoops did a good thing. We had a good time. This will be a good hire, Logan. Yes, it will be a good hire. Yeah, this is a good hire. Look, if you want entertaining, you're about to get it. Now, we've seen this before with the air raid, okay? For all you guys that are older and we lived through Hal Mummy, like I said, we had to abandon this offense but this isn't where the quarterback just throws the ball. The quarterback runs the ball and they run up the middle, and the quarterback and the running back runs up the middle. So it's not your typical spread offense. I like what he's done with it. He put his own spin on it. But you got to have a quarterback who is athletic and can run and throw, like we were just talking about. Terry Wilson, so somebody that can run and throw. And I don't know if we have. It's not. I don't know if Cutter Bowley could do that, because you got to have a hell of an arm to make some of those throws while you're running. So you got to throw on the run, and yeah, we need Randall Cobb is what we need. We need to find the next Randall Cobb. That's what we need. Logan Stein going to be the head coach. Yes, it looks like it. That's what is being reported. KSR's on. They're going to come on and talk their shit. I reported it. I kind of told you last night about midnight. I'm not, saying I'm the greatest reporter ever, but I went on an Oregon site and they were talking about we got to find the running back coach is going to be the offensive coordinator is what they were talking about. And I'm like, if that means Will Stein's leaving. So you put 2 and 2 together last night at midnight. I posted that. I didn't say he was coming, but I knew he probably, when you're talking about, hey, we got to find an offensive coordinator. Yeah, I knew. I just went and looked at Oregon's sites instead of ours. Where does he recruit out of? AFL. Anywhere he can, brother. He's, look, we don't have a recruiting base, so he's just going to have to find players. That's going to be the challenge, guys. Where are you going to recruit out of? How much money are you going to spend? How much money are we going to spend on football? That'd be the question. If we don't spend the money, this won't work. I don't give a damn. You can run any spread offense. He goes 5 wide. Look, you can do all that shit, but if you don't have the players, you're not going to win. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping we will. Mark Stoops, older, gonna. Larry, I don't know. Larry, what are you talking about? Mark Stoops players, older, gonna all player. Okay, Larry, I don't know what you're talking about, Larry. Larry, are you a bot? Because I see you on like every. You know what, Larry, I think you might be a bot. I saw you on Loyal BBN, Larry. Are you sure you're not a bot? I'm gonna say Larry's a bot because he can't spell correctly. I don't know what the hell are you saying, Larry? Huh? Larry's a bot. Okay. Is Stein bringing people with him? TaylorMade, I don't know. I'm sure offensively he will. I don't know who defensively. He's not going to he's not bringing everybody with him because the running back coach is going to be the offensive coordinator. That's what being said last night on Oregon. So no, he's not going to bring everybody with him from Oregon. He may bring a few people, but yeah, he's got to find a defense coordinator and fill out a staff. Look, guys, this ain't going to be easy sailing. He ain't going to walk in here and win 7 games. That ain't happening. So don't think that's going to happen, okay? Jared, he recruits Midwest. Well, yeah, anywhere. Who wants to, if you're a wide receiver, do you want to catch the ball? Well, then come here because we're going to throw it to you. Are you a quarterback who wants to run and throw? Well, come here because that's what we're going to ask you to do. Running back, are you? Yeah, I mean, look, we're going to be an offensive team, and there's kids that want to play in this. Look, nobody else in the SEC runs a spread offense. That's all I'm going to tell you. For a reason, as I keep saying. If a spread offense would work in SEC, somebody would be doing it. Well, we're going to try it again. Well, let's do it right this time. I like this, guys. Like I said, if you have not watched my video, it's in the description. I just did a video this morning on Will Stein's offense. Go watch it. It's going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to work the middle of the field and the outside of the field. That's what we're going to work. And the quarterback's going to run and make quick throws. And Cutter Bowley cannot do either of those. He is not fast enough to do this offense, nor can he make those throws because you got to get the ball out quick and you got to throw it on a rope. And I think Ponatoski or somebody else can do it, but I'm not sure Cutter Bowley can do it. I got to be honest with you. We will see. Maybe I'm wrong. More money will be allocated for football, AFL. I hope so, AFL. Maybe this will get donors excited. Maybe donors will be like, hey, we're excited now and give more money. Yeah. And more NIL will be spent on football. Look, we got to see. Okay, so Larry, you're a bot. So you know what, Larry? I'm gonna block you. I hate bots. Let's just block you right now because I don't like you anyway, Mr. Bot. There you go. I hate bots, guys. There you go, Larry. Get off my channel. We just got JUCO O lineman, Jared. Yes, we did. I don't know if that's good or bad. He's a big dude. I don't know. Maybe he's good. Maybe he's not. He came here before he even knew who the coach was. So, hey, they gave him some money and he came. Once again, these kids are playing for money, guys. They're not playing for. Now they may play for Will Stein because he runs the spread. We'll see, but we'll see. I like it. I like the hire. I hope this means more NIL. Yeah, a lot of questions about NIL. You can listen to Matt Jones on all that. Matt Jones is on top of all that stuff, and but this is a good hire, and it is being reported by KSR. But if you watched me last night at midnight, I gave you a little hint that Oregon was talking about the running back coach being the offensive coordinator for the Big Ten run or whatever playoff run if they're even in it. So that's when I knew, okay, 2 + 2 = 4. He's leaving. Who will be OC for now? Kentucky. Well, it'll be Will Stein, whoever he puts as the OC. He'll put one of his guys, or he'll just call the plays. I mean, if you're head coach, you can call plays. So yeah, he'll have to bring. Look, our defensive coordinator. Listen, and we gotta have a good defense coordinator too. So look, it's gonna take. This ain't gonna happen the first year. Okay, don't be sitting here thinking we're gonna win 7 or 8 games. We're not. Okay, not with that schedule. But let's see what we can build. This offense can work. Go watch my video. Like I said, it's in the description. It's on my channel. I break some down offenses, but I'm not. When Van Hiles does a video on this, go on his channel. Driving with Styles, Styles. The locker with him and Anthony White. They're going to break it. He'll tell you play. I don't understand all the formations and plays, but I just break down what I can and what the video is showing you. So yeah, a lot of crossing routes, a lot of outside throws, one-on-one. If you're a receiver, you gotta win the one-on-one battle. We don't have one receiver who could play in this offense right now. I can tell you, Stellato, I don't think so. I mean, if we had Hester, maybe he could. Harley Gilmore, I hope he was a senior because he sure as the hell cannot play in this offense. But yeah, I don't know who he's going to bring. Will Stein's going to bring with him. I don't know. He can't bring everybody because Oregon's still in the playoffs. So I doubt he'll bring a lot of people. He'll have to find people that he knows. He's a young kid, so we'll see. I say kid, he's 36. But hey, this is good. Let's try it. I mean, hell, we've tried it before. Let's try it again. Do we lose Caddis and Rodriguez? Caddis is a senior. Rodriguez is a Kentucky boy, and he's Cutter Bowley's. I would think if you're Rodriguez, you stay. But you know what? They don't use the tight ends a lot in this offense. Okay, I'll be honest with you. They want wide receivers. Now, does that mean they can't use him? I would stay if I was him. But yeah, I noticed if you watch my video, they want 4 wide receivers and a running back on the field. And that's what they use. Big, fast receivers and a fast running back to leak out of the backfield. So they don't throw. I don't think they throw their tight end. I have to look at the offense even deeper. So I don't know. If I'm Rodriguez, I stay. Pay Rodriguez and he stays. But yeah, Caddis is a senior, and he might get drafted even though he got hurt. But yeah, I just don't know how tight end friendly this offense is. I don't think it is. I think the tight end has to stay in and block. You're 5 offensive linemen. You better have 5 good offensive linemen because that's all you got blocking. And if the quarterback will get killed if we don't have an offensive line. I'll tell you right now. Like I said, you can watch my video on that. I tried to post a little bit of it. We'll talk more about it when he gets introduced. I'll go find some more stuff on it and I'll post more stuff. But this is a good hire. He's a young guy with energy. The offense is not your typical spread offense where the quarterback passes out of the pocket. The quarterback runs the football and gets hit. So we got to find a quarterback that can run this. Derek, what's your prediction for our record? Brother, I have no idea. I don't know who the defense. We're not going to win very many games. Look, bro, we're not going to win. Look, it's going to be 3 or 4. It's going to be 3 or 4 wins probably. Okay, don't expect more than that because look, you got to get all new wide receivers, quarterback, offensive line, defense. I mean, we got some good defensive players if they stay. But yeah, I don't know. It depends on who the defensive coordinator is. So we don't even know who he's going to choose for his staff. Be hard to say what the prediction is. I say we're going to have a few down years. Okay. I'm saying 2 down years at least before we really start getting his guys in here and getting everybody used to this offense. So with the portal, if you spend a lot of money, you can turn it around quick. I just don't think I don't know how much money we have to spend or if we will spend it on football. That would be my question. Our record's incredibly brutal. Oh yeah, look, we're going to be in the dead. Look, guys, we're going to be in the wilderness for a couple years here. Don't look. It's going to take a couple years for this to work. Okay, probably 2 before we start seeing the results. You got to get people in here. Get high school. You're a high school players in here, so you know what I'm saying. He's got to get in here. Look, we're not going to get a big class this year. We're going to have to get portal players. We're not going to get very many high school players. I mean, maybe you can take a few at the last minute here, but I don't know, guys. 3 stars won't work in this in this system. You better get some. You got to have some fast people who can catch the ball and a quarterback who can run and throw the ball quick and make a quick read. And we don't have that right now. So we do better than 5 wins next year. Look, I don't know I'm not even going to put how many wins we are. Right now, I'm going to say 0 till I find out who the defensive. I say we go 0-12 till I find out who the hell the quarterback. And look, there's too many variables. I mean, look, we play Youngstown State and somebody else the first 2 games. We might beat them, but yeah, don't look for it next year. Okay, we got to start. We've blown everything up now. We got to start over. Yeah, so AFIO, today's age portal. Listen, man, with the portal, people will take you players. You don't think they won't take Will Stein? You don't think if Will Stein does good for a couple of years, you don't think somebody will come along, Oregon will say, hey, you want to come back to Oregon or whatever? Somebody will put down the money. So, look, that wouldn't be a bad thing if somebody takes your coach because that means he did good. But so many variables now. These kids play for money. That's why we lost to Louisville, guys. They didn't even try. You watch the film back. They didn't give a damn about Louisville. We all cared about it, but they don't. You see it on our basketball team. You see people jogging down the damn floor like they don't even give a damn because they're getting paid. So I hope Mark Pope jerks a knot in some people's ass on the basketball team. Because look, Caleb Wilson tomorrow night, their center and their forward, their front court is the top 2 scorers on their team, and our front court sucks. So I don't know who the hell is going to guard their center or Caleb Wilson because that guy is good. I just put a video about. You go watch my North Carolina video. I put that out today. Go watch Caleb Wilson. He's just athletic as hell. One of the best freshmen in the country from Atlanta, 5-star. Listen, man, he's dunking on people. Look, the good news is they don't shoot the ball well from 3, and they don't rebound the ball well. So our backcourt is better than their backcourt, but their front court is better than our front court. So yeah, we got to do better at basketball too. So yeah, look, I don't know, guys. We'll see. I'm excited. You should be excited about this. This guy's a good coach. Okay, young Kentucky boy. Wanted to go to UK, but there wasn't a spot, so he played quarterback in Louisville. So wants to be here, and that's the key. Wants to be here. But yeah, he's got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do in NIL. They're talking about, Matt Jones is talking about we need a general manager for basketball and a general manager for football, and he is correct. We need general managers. I told you last night, these players are employees of the corporation. So look, they're employees. You're paying them, and yeah, so we got to get some GMs and this set up correctly because we are behind right now. So like I said, enjoyed Mark Stoops. He did well. Sucks that it had to end like this, but it did. So we'll just move forward and we'll see what happens. And I'm sure KSR is on right now with they'll have like 6 people on there and talking. And I'm gonna let you guys talk. What do you guys think? Hit me up. What do you think? Do you like this hire? Watch my video. Please like and subscribe. But watch my Will Stein video on his offense, and you'll see what we're going to run. It's going to be exciting. But the quarterback has to run, has to be a running back and a quarterback. So we'll see. We got North Carolina tomorrow night basketball. We cannot lose that game. We are 8.5-point favorite. I don't know how, but we are. So, because they've lost one game to Michigan State and we lost to Michigan State. So, Derek, very happy about the hire. Yeah, I mean, I would have took the Ohio State's offensive coordinator, but I wanted this guy. I really did. Uh, I don't know if this offense is going to work in the SEC. I got to be honest with you. You better be able to block it because they're going to kill your quarterback here. But hey, just let's try it. What the hell are we going to do? Lose? I mean, you know. But like I said, don't expect us to win a lot of games next year or next. It's going to take this coach. It might take him a couple years to get his system and his players and his high school players and his portal players. But I'll be see if they keep Eddie Grant on or not. I mean, who will they keep on the staff as far as the GM and stuff? I don't know if it'll be Eddie Grant. Maybe it will be Eddie Grant. I don't know. Maybe it'd be a different GM. I don't know what you guys. I mean, Eddie Grant's a smart guy. So we need somebody just to work the money. This kid just needs to coach. We need to get it where the coach just coaches, like in the NFL. They don't worry about contracts and stuff like that. Yeah, he needs to worry about coaching and let somebody else worry about contracts. So, man, we've been going 30 minutes. My voice, I talked so much last night. This started breaking last night that they fired Mark Stoops while I was on. So, okay. All right. So everybody happy? I hope you should be happy. This guy's a good coach. Will this work? I have no idea if this will work in the SEC. We're about to find out. I know the SEC podcast. Don't go listen to those. Don't listen to any fine bombers, whatever you do. These morons, cousin Shane, all those people on the SEC podcast. I don't know who he is. Of course you don't know who he is, you dumbass. You don't know anybody outside of Florida, Auburn, Alabama. Of course you don't know anybody outside of the SEC. Act like I don't know who he is. Of course you don't know who he is. Yeah, man, those guys. Come on, dudes. I mean, so don't look for validation from the SEC network because you ain't going to get it. Don't go on Josh Page and Fine Bombers. You're not getting it. It's a terrible hire and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know. At least KSR will be fired up about it now. At least we got them fired up for a while. We'll see. So, hey, we'll get him on, on KSR and he'll get on everybody's good side for a couple years and we'll see what happens. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but okay. Well, I know KSR is on right now, and I'm sure that's where everybody's at watching them. You can tell me whatever they're saying. But like I said, I caught it last night at midnight. I posted a little post there from Oregon that they were talking about replacing the offensive coordinator. So I was up late doing some homework. I just did it from the Oregon side instead of the Kentucky side. But no, be happy. I mean, don't look for wins. Just look for execution. We got to find some people who we need 4 really good wide receivers. I mean, yes, this is all about wide receiver and running back leaking out of the backfield. So yeah, this is 4 wide, 5 wide. So yes, I don't think the tight end gets thrown. I could be wrong. He can always change the offense up. Rodriguez can be a receiver in this offense. Okay. Rodriguez is the big, you can put Rodriguez as a receiver. We were lining him up as a receiver anyway in the last offense. So hell, just switch him to a receiver. I mean, he's a big dude. He can play on the inside. He can play in the slot. Put Rodriguez as a slot receiver. That might work. Let's see if I get that call or not. Jake. What's up, Jake? I like the hire. I was on it. I already did a video this morning, Jake, about Will Stein's offense. If you want to watch it, I go through some of the concepts of his offense. And yes, it is. The quarterback has to be a dual threat, run the ball, throw the ball quarterback. So I don't know if Cutter Boley fits that mold. Okay. I'm not saying he could change it. Will Stein can change it, but you got to be able to run and you got to be able to throw on the run, and you got to be able to read and throw. The ball's got to come out quick, and you got to throw it on a rope. And the wide receiver, we do not have any wide receivers right now that could play in this offense. I can tell you that right now. Not a single one could win one-on-one. They throw it up to you, and you got to go get it. Okay, it's one-on-one. So yeah, we need some receivers in here that can win one-on-one battles. So that's going to be a challenge, along with offensive line trying to not get your quarterback killed. So don't expect a lot of wins next year. I will repeat myself for people coming in and out of here. Don't worry about wins and losses. Let's worry about getting him in here, getting the defensive coordinator in here. We don't know who his staff's going to be. He's going to have to put together a staff. Plenty of people got fired. I know Brad White won't stay, but plenty of other people got fired. You can go get somebody. There's defensive coordinators out there, so we'll see what happens. See what happens in the portal. I mean, look, we're not going to get a lot of high school kids probably because the signing day is Wednesday. I mean, we can get some later, but yeah, we're going to have to go in the portal. Coach Ball at all? No, Jake, I did not. I do not have elite knowledge, dude. I just study the game. When I started this 9 months ago. I was like, oh my God, I thought I knew football. No, I watch a lot of videos on formations and I try, but no, I'm not elite. No, I never played. I watched John Gruden. I'll watch Van Hiles and try to learn off from Van Hiles about formations. And I understand this guy's offense though, and I like it. Okay. The quarterback does not just sit in the pocket and throw the ball. The quarterback is always in motion. So good. I like that. Jake, do you think Stoops will continue coaching? Maybe after he takes a break, sure. Somebody to take him. Yeah. If he wants to. I mean, maybe he's done. He's what, 60? What is he, like 60? I mean, so yeah, maybe he doesn't want to coach. So we'll see. I mean, I'm sure he can coach. You don't think a Big 10 or Big 12 team would take him? Sure they would. Sure they would. If you give the guy some damn money, he could probably win. I mean, that's the whole part of this stuff, guys. I mean, yeah, our team quit the last 2 weeks, but they didn't help him out by giving him a lot of money. I'm happy, Warts. Yeah, I'm happy. Look, it was time. All good things must come to an end. And look, it was time. So Mark Stoops did a solid favor by not taking all that money up front because it would have killed us. He let them spread it out. So look, you think Lane Kiffin would do that? No. Brian Kelly do that? No. So yeah, Mark Stoops was manned up and did what was right for Kentucky. That's how much he loves us, the fans and the players in this program. He spread that money out. He did not have to do that. Even Drew Franklin said he wouldn't have did that. But Mark Stoops spread it out. So that was nice of him. He didn't have to do that. So yeah, so let's get whoever we can get in here. Jared, Stoops created expectations. Yes, he did. Yeah, I mean, look, Will Stein's got, yeah. John Summerall, you think you're good? You're going to go to Florida? We're going to find out how good you are, John Summerall. Yeah, we're going to find out. This ain't friggin' Tulane, brother. You don't win in the first 3 or 4, your ass is gone. Yeah, so we got some expectations here. I think we'll give him a longer leash, kind of like with Mark Pope. We're going to give him a little bit longer leash. Do you think Cameron Miller could do well? Now, yeah, you're right. I didn't think about him. Cam Miller could do well in offense. Yes, I miss Cam Miller. I don't know about Stellato, but Cam Miller could. DJ Miller, maybe. I mean, look, like I said, it's one-on-ones, guys. You are spread. Whoever the defensive back is, you gotta get the ball from them because they're just gonna throw it up, and you gotta catch it. And you can watch my video, Warts. I hope we get a statue. I hope he gets a statue, Mark Stoops. He should. Look, man, he's gonna get all the love in the world when he comes back here. Man, nobody gonna hate on him. Hell, nobody did. Look, if Will Stein does anything near what Mark Stoops did, that'd be good. Okay. It's just a whole different world now. So yes. But yeah, Mark Stoops. Yeah. I mean, he did good. Look, it was time. But no, this kid, I like this kid, Will Stein. I mean, I say kid, he's 36. Look, he's a good offensive coordinator. I like this. Normally, I don't like spread offenses. I still don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. Like I said, we need a Randall Cobb, somebody who can run and throw, because that's what you're asked to do. And so we got to find the right quarterback and the right receivers and the right offensive line and one good running back. because it's one back sets. They don't run two backs. So yeah, Patterson would be great in this offense if he learns how to catch, and he was catching the ball pretty well. So yeah, somebody like Patterson, even Dowdell could do okay in this offense. So yeah, he likes big guys. He does not like little fast guys. One thing they say about Will Stein is he wants big, strong guys, even as wide receivers and running back and quarterback. So we're going to see what we can get. That's what we're going to do. But yes, Mark Stoops deserves a statue. That is a good point, Warts. So I'm sure KSR is on right now with their 8 or 9 people saying whatever they say. Like I said, they broke the story, so I came on early tonight just to talk about this. So we'll talk about, hey, North Carolina tomorrow. Let's switch to basketball for a second. Guys, yeah, we're a 7.5-point favorite. I mean, look, North Carolina's good. Their center and Caleb Wilson, the forward, this 5-star kid from Atlanta, you're going to see how good he is. We don't have anybody that can guard him, I can tell you that. So maybe we could put 2 people on him or something because Malachi Moreno is going to have to deal with their center, who's a big, tall dude. Their center has post moves. I put a video on about North Carolina. You can go watch that. So I put on a Will Stein video and a North Carolina video, and you can watch and see Mr. Wilson and their center. So yeah, it's our back court versus their front court tomorrow. So APO, wide receivers are important. Quarterback fits his offense. Brandel Cobb. It has to be, it has to be somebody that can run and throw, not somebody that can just throw or just run. You got to be able to do both, and you got to make a quick read and a quick throw because this is all timing. It's all timing routes, and sometimes you just throw the ball up there. So you got to have an arm. I mean, you got to have an arm, and you got to have some fit. You got speed and an arm. Whoever we can get. I think Ponatoski could run this. Somebody's putting out a Mercy podcast. Oh, that's Jackson. Wide receiver? Oh, man, let's see. Oh, man, that's a couple wide receivers. Oh, man, who's the big, tall guy that Rich Brooks had? Oh, man, what the heck is it? Now I can't think. Shoot. Oh, man, that's a good question. I can't think of who I'm thinking about now. Somebody that's tall and fast. J.J. Hester would have probably did well in this. But a former receiver, Stevie Johnson would have been good in this one because he could jump up and catch the ball, right? Stevie got loose. Stevie Johnson would have been a good one. Man, we have not had a lot of, we've been running the ball so much the last couple years. I can't think of who the hell on the outside would be that, but I'd have to think about it. Okay, so like Hal Mummy, it can't be the little short guys. He doesn't like the little short guys. So it couldn't have been anybody in Hal Mummy's because he had little, even though, look, the guys we had under Hal Mummy, now I can't remember who the hell was the one guy? Craig Yeast. Yeah, he does not like the Craig Yeast. He wants them taller than that. So we need somebody tall and fast. Calvin Johnson, yeah. Keenan Burton, thank you, Derek. And that's who I was trying to think of, Keenan Burton. That's who we need, about 3 Keenan Burtons, and we'll be just fine. Good call, Derek. Thank you. Keenan Burton, can remember his name. Yes, Keenan Burton, that's who we need, about 4 of them, well, at least 3. 3 or 4 of him, and we'll be fine. That's who we're looking for, guys who can jump up and outfight and hand fight the defensive back. That's what this offense is all about. If you don't win the one-on-ones, we're just going to be 3 and out, and then we're going to get the shit kicked out of us, 63-28. And that's what happens with spread offenses. If you don't execute them correctly, you get your ass kicked. So, it will be entertaining. But, yes, Keenan Burton, that's who we need right there. Not Craig Yeast. He doesn't like short, small. That's what's been said by Oregon people is. And, yeah. And he was at Oregon State before that. So if you watch my video, there's some Oregon State and some Oregon on there. So, yeah, and you can see the concepts and some of the basic plays, this Haas formation. So, yes, concepts with 3 wide receivers and a running back, or 4 wide receivers and a running back. So, yeah, the tight end doesn't come into play in this. This is all wide receivers and running back. So, Line Rodriguez up as a slot receiver. He's a big, tall dude. He's pretty fast. Hell, I'm sure he could find a place for Rodriguez. But yeah, Calvin Johnson, Keenan Burton. That's good calls on that. Yeah. Yeah, Keenan Burton. That dude was good, man. I missed that guy. But no, we've been going 44 minutes. Like I said, I'm sure everybody's over there watching KSR right now. I get it. I don't care. I decided to come on at the same time. I did the first video, by God. So go watch my video on his on Benny Snell be a good back. No, probably not. Well, no. I mean, you got to be able to catch the ball. I don't know how well Benny Snell could catch the ball. A lot of the back leaks out to catch a pass. So who would be good? Not Benny Snell. Who could catch the ball? Who could really catch the ball? I don't know if Boom Williams could catch the ball. Chris Rodriguez would be okay for running. I mean, look, at the goal line, they'd be great. But no, we need somebody that can leak out of the backfield and catch a pass. I wonder who that – now that you say that, guys, Kemp, now so who could pass catch? Anthony White would be great. Now we're looking at Derek Homer. Now let's go back to the air raid. This is a Derek Homer, R2 spinner. This is old school backs would be good because they could catch the ball. So Anthony White would do great in this offense. I know Anthony White's not listening to this. Anthony White would be a great running back for this. Derek Homer would be a great running back for this because they can catch the ball and they can run. So, yeah, that's what we need, an old school back who can do both. Now we're going back to the air raid now. I'm trying to think of, R2 spinner. Yeah, those would be some great backs. So, Jared was at Louisville game when C.B. Johnson caught that pass. He'd be a good receiver. Will Stein bring any players? I don't know, Wards. I don't know because Oregon's still playing, so I doubt it. I mean, they're still playing. They're still in the playoffs. Last night, they're talking about the running backs coach is going to be the offensive coordinator. He's not going to bring very many coaches or players with him. He's just not. And I don't know who he's going to get to be a defense. He's going to have to find somebody that's been fired to be a defensive coordinator because he's not taking any of Oregon's coaches, guys. Jared, the twos got loose. Our two spinner. He'd be good in this. Hey, what's up? I don't think I've met you, Bubbless on tap. We need a complete game breaker. Yes, since Cobb. See, yeah, I said that. Hey, like and subscribe to the channel, brother or ma'am. I'm gonna assume you're a guy. Yeah, that's a great call. We've been talking about Randall Cobb would do so good in this offense, guys. He would be, damn, he would have been a first round. If he was in this offense, he'd probably been a first round draft pick. Cutter needs to go. Yeah, Cutter's gonna struggle. He's not athletic enough to run the ball and listen, you got to make a decision real quick and you better get the ball out. And I mean, you better have an arm. And Cutter's arm, he can't throw the deep ball. I mean, that's the weakness of him, really, guys. I like the guy. He's a Kentucky kid. Maybe he could learn this offense, but he wouldn't be my first choice. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I didn't know who you were. On tap. I'll just call you on tap. Welcome on tap. If you're here for the first time, please like and subscribe. If you have not seen my Will Stein offense video, I put it on this morning, and I'll show you all about his offense and how he runs this offense, this spread offense. It's going to be different, okay? A lot different. It's not the air raid, okay? The quarterback is a dual threat. The quarterback runs the ball, okay? So you can go. It's on the description. I just put out a North Carolina video last night or this morning. We play North Carolina tomorrow in basketball. I show you Caleb Wilson and show you how 5-star Atlanta freshman is one of the best freshmen in college basketball. You can go watch that. Good luck for somebody, whoever has to guard him tomorrow night. Bowden wasn't bad. Yeah, Bowden just couldn't pass. He couldn't make the passes. I mean, you got to have an arm. Ponatoski, I think, could really do well in this offense because he's got some speed and he's got an arm. Derek can do RPO. Yes. Okay, run pass option. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. When I say run, it's all RPOs. It's run pass option. And the receivers got to be able to win the one-on-ones. Jared, Raphael Little. Yeah, I forgot about him. Good call. Jared, he could catch the ball. Raphael Little, some of those old school backs. Yeah, R2 Spinner, Derek Homer, Anthony White. Anthony White would have killed in this offense. So R2 Spinner, yep. Stevie Johnson, yep. Yeah, we need some big wide receivers. Keenan Burtons. If we had some Stevie Johnson, Keenan Burtons, we'll see what DJ Miller, Cam Miller, so many Millers, so many Cams. can do. Maybe a couple of these guys can stay, but I don't know, man. Stellato, I don't know. I mean, he could maybe play the slot. I don't know. We haven't seen enough of him. Burton was a badass. Did you play ball back in the day? High school football, but I wasn't that good. To be honest with you, I was a little dude back then. So yeah, I played a little high school football. I played sports in the Air Force. I enjoyed playing. I played everything. Of course, it was not tackle football. It was flag football. Well, it was supposed to not be tackle football. It was supposed to be flag football, but sometimes you tackle. Yeah, I love sports. I played softball till I was 45. I played basketball till I was 45, which I shouldn't have did because now I'm paying for it. But yes, I enjoyed sports. Yes. Uh, been a while, 24 hours. Icon has been a while, 24 hours. Last night at midnight, I posted that Will Stein was probably going to be the guy because Oregon last night was talking about we got to find somebody to replace. We got to make the running backs coach the offensive coordinator. And there was your clue, my clue that, they're already talking about making the running back coach their offensive coordinator. So I figured it was Will Stein, which is why I put out that offensive video. If you're new, hey, welcome. I'm Tom, this is Kentucky Football Nation. Please like and subscribe. In the description, there's a video about Will Stein's offense. I break it down for you. I use the YouTube video where they broke it down. I'll show you some of the formations. It's a good spread offense. Will it work? I have no idea. Nobody in the SEC is running a spread offense. Let me just tell you that. So don't expect a lot next year. Is all I'm going to tell you. It's going to take a while to get your players in here. It is a different kind of spread offense because the quarterback, it's an RPO offense, and the quarterback runs and passes the ball. And yes, he's going to get hit. So on tap, wonder when Mitch has his press conference. Probably tomorrow. I mean, KSR broke it tonight. I'm sure tomorrow he'll introduce him. He's getting ready. He's getting on a plane. I mean, he doesn't have very much time. That guy's going to be busy. He's got to hire staff. He's got to get high school players. That guy's going to earn his money, whatever we're paying him. Thanks for your service, brother. Oh, thank you, Jake. No problem. 8 years active duty. I enjoyed it. Best time of my life. I just didn't know it till you get older. Then you're like, man, that was the best time of my life. Was the poorest I've ever been. Didn't have any money, married. We got married at 19, and she was 17. Yeah, her dad had to sign. We got married at 1917. We'll be married 40 years next year. Yes, this next coming July, 40 years. So yeah, best time of my life. I just didn't realize it till years later. You're welcome for the service. But yes, all right, guys, if you're just getting in here, Will Stein, Oregon State offensive coordinator, is going to be the coach. KSR is reporting. I figured it out last night about midnight when I went on an Oregon site, and they were talking about the running back coach was going to be the new offensive coordinator. And I was like, okay, 2 + 2 = 4. Yeah, I figured it was going to be him. Icon, money, but no time. Right. It's always you have all the money, but no time, or all time, no money. You're absolutely right, brother. You're absolutely right. It went by so fast because it was poor, and you're just trying to make it. Can my car run? You're so focused on all the other stuff, and then when you have money, it's the other way around. Now you don't have time. Now I'm 60, and now I finally have money, and now it's like, okay, maybe I'll get 10 years. I don't knock on wood. 20. That's life. As soon as you figure it out, it's time to go. Welcome. If you're just getting in here, I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Please like and subscribe. I do lives. We do basketball. We got North Carolina tomorrow night. I probably won't do that game live. I think I will just watch it with my friends. And look, we're a 7.5-point favorite against North Carolina, but they have a freshman named Caleb Wilson that you're going to see. He's one of the best freshmen in the country. He's a forward. I don't think we have anybody that can guard him, and he will dunk right in your face. And he averages 20 points and 10 rebounds. And he's the real deal. If we had one of those, we'd be going to the Final Four. Now, they are not that deep of a team, and they don't hit a lot of threes. So we should win that game. But yeah, getting back to football. Hey, listen, we're taking a chance. But what the hell? We might as well swing for the fences. I think I'm stealing that from somebody on KSR, Drew Franklin or somebody. Hey, might as well try a spread offense. We tried it before. It didn't work before, and might as well try it again. It worked for a little while. AFO, some orange in the chat. From the South. Oh, really? Okay, good. Well, hey, we'll take anybody in here. Aaron Knight, what's up, Aaron? What defense do you think we run now? Aaron, I don't even know who the offense coordinator is going to be. Yeah, I mean, excuse me, the defensive coordinator is going to be. That's what we're sitting there talking about. He's going to have to get a staff. He's not taking anybody from Oregon because they got to do the playoffs. Their running back coach is going to be the offensive coordinator. So I don't know who we get or what kind of defense we're going to run. But it better be good because if you can't stop anybody, we get in a scoring match. Yeah, I don't know, Aaron. We'll see. I don't know what kind of. I mean, I know what kind of offense we're going to run. If you're just getting in here, there's a video in the description. I broke down his offense this morning because I figured he would be the coach, and I like the spread offense that he runs, but I don't know what kind of defense we're going to run. This is the SEC. You got to stop the run. You got to stop the run in the SEC. So whatever kind of defense, 4-3, 3-4, I don't care what it is, stop the run. So we will see. Jake, welcome in, brother. Warts, they need expert with the transfer portal. We need a lot of experts with the transfer portal. We need a lot of experts. They need a GM for the basketball team and a separate one for the football team. That's what they need. Eddie Grant is probably our GM, is going to stay on as GM. Who the hell else are we going to get? We don't have any time. So Eddie Grant will stay on, I'm sure. And we'll just ask the coach, hey, man, who you want to get? So, look, don't have really high expectations. We're not going to come out here and win 7 games. That's not going to happen, guys. We got too hard of a schedule next year, and we're going to have players where we just signed a JUCO offensive lineman today. Okay. I mean, he's a big dude, but he's a JUCO player. Okay. So, yeah, it just depends on how much money do we want to spend. There's 85 scholarships. How many of them do we want to fill with good players? Bubbles on tap. Stein likes big guys who can run over you. Yeah, we talked about that. Yes, he does not like little receivers. He doesn't want Craig Yeast. He wants Keenan Burton, for all you old timers. He wants big tall guys, one-on-ones. They throw the ball up and the receiver has to go get it. So you're fighting. Look, no offense. This ain't the Big Ten. Okay. The defensive backs we're going to play, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, Tennessee, the defensive backs are good. When you throw the ball up, you better damn well fight it. Harley Gilmore cannot play in this offense. Cutter Boley cannot play in this offense. I'm just going to be honest with you. He just can't. He's not fast enough, and he doesn't have a good enough arm. So we need a Randall Cobb. We need somebody who can run and throw, and we need some receivers who can jump up and win the one-on-ones. Because if you can't win the one-on-ones, this is going to be 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, and we're going to get our ass kicked. So we got a lot of work to do. Jake, it is great. Well, thank you. It's losing its charm due to all the people. Someone made this. Oh, thank you, Bubbles. Derek, Tennessee is super underrated as a state. Yes, I like Tennessee. Josh Heupel, I wish he would leave. Can't somebody? I hope he goes to Penn State. He's kicking our ass. I like Josh Heupel. Most of the Kentucky fans I talk to are super chill. Yeah, I mean, most Kentucky fans like basketball. A lot of my friends don't even watch football, guys. They just watch basketball. And most of them that don't watch basketball, they still don't know what they're watching. They don't know what the 5-out offense is. And let's talk about that. Loyal BBN brought up a good question. High school players don't want to come and play in this Zoom offense because all 5 players jack up threes. And you got big guys like, where's our roster? I've got so many names on my mind. I got to get the basketball roster out. Diabate cannot shoot a three. He should never be shooting threes. There's players that shouldn't be shooting threes. Well, he's probably the only one. Well, I don't know how many Moreno could hit. But yeah, they're saying players from high school don't want to come here and play in Mark Pope's system because everybody jacks up threes. And then, I don't know. That was a good, analogy. I don't know if it's true or not. We'll see. Offense at UT, unstoppable. Oh, yeah, Josh Heupel, when he has the right quarterback. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Knoxville might be the best college town in the country. Well, you'd get some. I don't know about that. There's so many good college towns that we beat y'all every year. Well, yeah. Hopefully that will stop, Jake. I mean, Stoops got you twice. Yeah, Joker Phillips got you once. So we've like won 3 times in the last 15 years. But yeah, Knoxville's a great town. I never been there, but I can tell you I've been to Tuscaloosa, Auburn. Yeah, those are some places that I've had a college football game. Kentucky's decent, but no, you go down south to Tuscaloosa, you go to Alabama game, you're like, oh my God. So I've never been there. I haven't been to Tuscaloosa. Shoes, never on the firing of Stoops. Well, I, 41. That's so sad. Yeah, that is sad because we quit. I mean, no, it's not that we quit. We didn't show up to even play. If you watch the Van Hiles channel, he broke down the game. Guys, they were jogging. Our people in the secondary and linebackers were jogging. They were not even trying to get to where they're supposed to be. So we didn't quit. We never came to play. Okay. They didn't care. We all cared about the game. They didn't give a damn. Okay. They get game checks every Friday, just like NFL players now. That's the problem you have, guys. It's ruining sports. Somebody put up a poll, and I don't know if it was Sports Talk Jay, but is college sports as much fun to watch as it used to be? Okay, what do you think, guys? Of course, most people, I think it was probably 90 to 10. No, it's not as much fun as it used to be. It's no fun anymore, okay, because it's about money. And you better put incentives in these contracts. You got to get so many yards. If not, you're just giving a kid money to show up. You don't have to play hard. As I said last night, if you're new here, they're employees now. They get paid. It's like you. You don't have to work hard. I don't have to go to work. I'm going to get paid Friday. Do I have to go work hard? No, I don't have to go work that hard. I can just slack off. I'm still going to get paid the same. I think it's the same way with these kids now. So I don't know what the answer is. If someone figures it out, let's write a book. It makes some money. Go Cats. Well, thank you, Wards. Yeah. Yeah, Hooker. Yeah. Look, Tennessee's we're always going to probably get them in basketball, and they're always probably going to get us in football. It's just the way it is. There's teams that Georgia plays Alabama. They can't beat Alabama. Tennessee can't beat Florida. I think you beat them this year for the first time. It's always that one team, and ours is Tennessee. And that's just the way it is. I don't know why. That's rivalries. But all right, there's 41 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Please hit that like and subscribe button. We're talking about Will Stein spread offense. Oh, we have lost the connection. Do we get any connected here? There, we're connected. I'm sorry. My cat kicked over the thing here. Don't do that, kitty. Kentucky would be a lot better if they spent less money on basketball. Well, yeah, that would help football. Good thought, monkey. As a Vols fan, saying I'll let him go. Oh, you mean Stoops? Yeah, it was time. Yeah. All right, we got 50 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Let me try this again. Please hit that like and subscribe button. But yes, Will Stein will be named the coach tomorrow. That's what KSR put out, Kentucky Sports Radio. He runs a spread offense. It's a different spread offense than one you've been used to over the years. It's not the air raid. It's not Mike Leach. The quarterback is a dual threat. It's an RPO offense. It's run pass option. The quarterback has to be able to run and throw, and I mean make a lot of different throws. Right now, I don't think Cutter Bowley could run this offense. Is what I'm going to say. I could be wrong, but I don't think he can because he's not fast enough and his arm's not good enough. You got to be able to make some throws all over the field, and you got to be able to do it quickly. I have a video that's in my description if you want to watch it on his offense. If you're just getting in here and you want to see Will Stein's offense, I put it out this morning because I figured he would be named the coach. APO between college and pros, kids for legitimate reasons. Yeah, I mean, look, yeah, money takes all the rivalries and stuff out of it. People come to you because you're paying them, not because you're Kentucky or Tennessee or Alabama. Well, some people will come to you, but most kids are coming to you because you pay them. Just like you would leave your job if somebody offered you more money and a lot more money, you would go to another company, right, or another job. Still the great Jake. College football is still the greatest sport in the world. Well, I agree with you, but a lot of people love the NFL. So my guys at work, my shift of firefighters would tell you, no, they watch all NFL. and nobody watches the NBA, but they love the NFL way more. But what's your thought on Louisville and Jeff Brom? He's a good coach. They should keep him. If they get rid of him, they're stupid. But if they do, that's fine with me. But yeah, no, I mean, he's a good coach. I like Jeff Brom. He won at Purdue. If you can win at Purdue, you can win anywhere. Jake, how soon do these kids start using PTO and missing games? Yeah, sick time. How soon before the kid? Well, they would unionize if they could, but they're not going to let them. Congress is not going to let them. You're a college guy over NFL, right? I am, yes. Yeah, I mean, I don't like the NFL. It's okay. I like to play fantasy football. Monkey, your favorite Kentucky fan because you are ignorant. Oh, well, thank you. Well, I'll take that as a compliment, even though I'm a Louisville fan. Oh, well, no, I respect everybody. Look, dude, I don't disrespect anybody. I believe the John Calipari thing of if you start disrespecting other teams, it comes back on you. Yeah, I mean, look, I lived in Alabama, Mississippi. Yeah, you didn't wear anything Kentucky when I was in Montgomery, Alabama. I remember my family told me who lived there. I had some cousins there like, don't put anything Kentucky on, and I didn't. So yeah, I try to be respectful of everybody. It's a sport. It's college kids. What's up, Chris? But yeah, living in Indiana. Hey, listen, if Indiana beats us in basketball, and they could because they're good, I will hear it. Okay. And like Sports Talk Jay. Yeah, let's give a shout out to Sports Talk Jay. That guy's about the fairest. I like him. He's fair. He's fair with Kentucky. He called all the Stoops stuff. He said they set him up to fail, and he failed. They didn't give him money, which is exactly, I agree with him 100%. I mean, look, you don't give anybody, if we don't give Will Stein the money, he's going to fail. I don't care what kind of offense, defense. If we don't have the players that Alabama, Tennessee, Texas A&M, Florida, South Carolina, if we don't have the players, he's going to fail. It's that simple. Can be ignorant. Yeah, Jared, everybody can be ignorant. Yes, that is true. I try not to be ignorant. I try to put stuff out. I try to put educational stuff out, something I would want to watch. So I'm approaching 1,000. I'm trying to get to 1,000, guys. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please hit that like and subscribe button. I do lives every week. I put videos out. We're going to transition to basketball. Well, we're not now. I keep saying that. Now we're going to do football and basketball because we're going to find out who this coach is, what he does. I already like his offense. We need Randall Cobb. He likes big receivers. If you're just getting in here, he likes big, tall receivers. He does not like short guys. Keenan Burton's, JJ Hester's. So yeah, we need a quarterback who can run and throw. This is not a Cutter Boley offense. Okay, we need somebody who's Randall Cobb, who can friggin' run because you're going to get hit, and you got to make throws and you got to make them quick. And we need receivers that can win one-on-ones because you're spread out. And it's going to be you versus the defensive back. And they're going to throw the ball up, and you better be able to get it. Because we're not, no offense, we're not playing in the Big Ten here. We're playing against Texas A&M, Tennessee, Alabama next year. Yeah, so Florida. We're still playing against people who have athletes. So don't expect a lot this first year, okay? We might, look, it's going to be a year or two before. We're going to be in the wilderness for a couple of years here till we get this system, his players in here, and spend some money. Brom is a great coach. Yeah, he is a good coach. Jared, Jake, what do Kentucky fans think about Uncle Lou? I like Uncle Lou. You know what? I will say this. He's one of the smartest guys. He's not a fine bomber. He's not affiliated with the SEC network. Uncle Lou's one of the smartest guys around. I don't see how he knows that much about. He does his homework. He lives, eats, breathes college football, and I like Uncle Lou. And if you say something that he doesn't like, he will call your ass out. So yeah, but I like Uncle Lou. Yes, he's a good dad. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. That's like Sports Talk Jay. I don't care that Uncle Lou's a Georgia fan. He's a good dude. I don't care that Sports Talk Jay's a Tennessee. He's a good guy. If you're a good guy, Randy from that F and Dogs podcast, we're friends with him. He's probably not in here tonight because Georgia's getting ready to go to the SEC championship game. But Randy from Georgia comes in here. He's a good dude. So yeah, if you're a good dude, man, you're a good dude. You're a good guy. You're a good guy. I don't care for U of L APO. Well, most Kentucky fans don't. I don't hate them. I don't like it that we lost to them, but I don't have any U of L fan. I don't live in. Yeah, I'm an Indiana fan, so I have to worry about that. So, and they're as good as we are in basketball. Okay, and yeah, we play them. So I hope we win. How good do you think Kentucky will be, Monkey? In football or basketball? In football, not that good, dude. Look, don't expect. Look, we ain't winning 6 games, so don't be thinking that with our schedule. If you're getting in here, take your time here. This is a complicated. I mean, it's a good offense, but it's not an easy offense to run. You got to have an offensive line. You got to have 4 really good receivers, a really good quarterback who can run and throw and do run pass option. So yeah, we got a lot of pieces to try and get. You're not going to get them the first year because we're not going to spend that much money. So yeah. Oh well, thank you, Jake. I appreciate it. I try. Yeah, I would never disrespect. Like I said, I'm a huge Josh Heupel fan. I would never disrespect Tennessee, and I like the basketball coach Rick Barnes. Monkey, how good do you think Kentucky will be next year with their new coach? Not sure, brother. In football, not sure. Brutal schedule, Jared. Yes. Yeah, look, I don't know who the defensive coordinator is going to be. I don't know what kind of defense we're running. I don't know. He's going to have to get a staff together. This might be ugly next year, okay? This might be a 3-9 season, okay? 2-10, just like Mark Stoops' first year and Joker. Look, it's just going to be because we're trying to put the pieces together. So we'll see. Okay, we're the only team in the SEC that's going to be running a spread offense. I normally don't like spread offenses because if they worked, somebody in the SEC would be running them, but they don't. So this is a good one. I like the RPOs in this one. The quarterback does not just sit back there in the pocket. He's in motion. He's running or throwing the ball. So, yeah, I like this offense, but we got a lot of work to do as far as getting the pieces. A lot of pieces go into this. I have a video. If you're just getting in here, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get I'm over 900. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I just put a video out this morning about Will Stein's offense because I thought he would be the head coach, and I show you the offense. It's in the description. And I also put out a North Carolina video. Go back on my channel, and I preview North Carolina tomorrow night. But yes, dealing with Dylan, the program is much better shape than Stoops found it. Yeah, oh yeah. Overall, yeah, they talked about it on KSR. Oh yeah, overall, yeah. This is an attractive place. Look, we can get players. Are we going to spend the money? That's what it's about. Last night I had a $5 $20 bills I was waving around. It's about the money. Surprise season. Well, maybe Jake, it would be a surprise to me. Okay. Wards, we had to change. Yes. May take us a while. Yes. It's a modern offense and it's fun to watch. Correct. Yeah. He ain't no look. A lot of things. Cutter Bowley may leave. Look, he's been getting offers from other places. Look, he's got to know he's not going to be able to run this offense. Go look at my video of this offense, which is in the description, and tell me if you think there's no way in hell he could run that offense. Okay, because he's not fast enough, and he's not, and he can't make the throws. I mean, you have to be able to make quick read, quick throw on the run. Yeah, there's no holding on to the ball, looking at the blitz shit. So I don't know if Cutter's cut out for this. He may leave. He definitely can't as of right now. No, Derek. He'd have to be taught. And I'm not saying he couldn't be taught. Now, let me make that clear. Maybe he could be, but I don't know. I mean, you better be big. You're going to get hit. He's just, he's not the bulkiest kid. He's tall, but yeah. You see the quarterback on the offense that I put on, and see how fast that dude is, and see how big that dude is. I mean, permanent opponents, Jake. Our opponents are Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee. So we will play you guys every year. So you'll get to see us first, right? I mean, you'll get to see the spread offense, and we ain't outscoring Josh Heupel. Yeah, trying to outscore Josh Heupel probably won't work. AFIO, at least we get a competent quarterback play. Yeah, I mean, look, yes, you have to get the ball out. You can either play this offense or you can't. We will know whoever steps on the field will either be able to run this offense or they won't. There's no learning it on the fly. It's like Hal Mummy's offense. It ain't that complicated. It's RPOs. It's the quarterback's job to make the decision where to put the ball. He has to read the coverage, and he has to, who am I going to put the ball to? The receivers, the running back, or am I going to run? He's got to make a decision just like that. And you'll know when you step on the field. There's no learning this as the season. I mean, you'll learn as the season goes on to read coverages. But whoever steps on the field for the first game will know how to do this offense, or he won't be on there, whomever it is. So I trust him on that. I trust Will Stein. Dylan, I always love the black and blue bruising. Youngstown, tough, under Stoops. Yeah, we won't have that anymore, brother. We're not going to be running the ball. Yeah, no, this is, I mean, we'll run the ball some. They run the ball between the tackles now in this offense. Surprised me a little bit. They don't run draws. I mean, they hand it off. So, warts, we need good defense. Yeah, I mean, there's another thing we haven't talked about if you're just getting in here. I don't know who the defensive coordinator is going to be. He's going to run a 4-3 or a 3-4 most likely, whichever one. We got to stop the run in the SEC. If you can't stop the run, you ain't stopping the pass or anything. First business. Yesterday, the last game, Louisville ran all over us. Can't stop the run, you know. So, yeah, whatever defense we get, and I don't know how many of our players will stay. I hope Marquise Humphrey-Grace, some of the D linemen stay, and yes, so we'll see. Sam Green, I hope CJ's probably not in here, Sam's brother. I hope Sam Green stays. We got some decent players on the roster, but we'll see who stay. Some of them will not stay. Some of the offensive players will not stay. I can just tell you right now. Yeah. I'm not going to look through the roster, but we'll see. Some of those defensive players that played like that and quit, you can see it on film. I'd seriously think about telling them to get out of here. If you quit, you don't need to be here. But yeah, we need a good defense if you're just getting in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Please hit that like and subscribe button. And I have a video in my description of the new coach's offense, which is very entertaining. And it worked in the Big Ten. But so we'll see if it works in the SEC. Like I said, it's going to be, you'll get your quarterback killed if you don't have a good offensive line. So, in fact, we need two good quarterbacks because the first guy might not make it through the season. So we probably need a stable of quarterbacks, 2 or 3 guys. Yeah, this is not a Bo Allen offense. You know, this is somebody who can run. So I don't know if Stone Saunders will stay. Ward, Politoski would be great for this offense because he's not that he can run. He's not that big of a guy, but he can run and he's got a cannon for an arm and he can make the throws. So we need about 4 Keenan Burtons, big, tall receivers. If you're just getting in here, Stein does not like small anything. He likes big receivers, big running backs, big quarterbacks. So we'll see what happens. Warts, I saw your video on the offense. Oh, did you like that, Warts? I did my best, man. I just turned on in and tried. I said, I got to get this video out because I think this guy's about to be the head coach. And I just got on this morning on my tablet, put the camera on there, and just walked you through the offense. You know, tried to best I could. Yeah, a lot of RPOs. Yeah, the quarterback is the key to the offense because he has to make a quick decision. So, yeah, you got all those people spread out. You have to see the entire field. I think Cutter Boley had problems seeing the field, guys. I don't think he can read it. I don't think he can read defense. I don't think he can see the field. And you can't run this offense if you're going to hesitate. There's no way. So I don't know. I'm not saying Will Stein cannot teach him, but man, we're going to have to see a lot more out of him than what we did because there's no time. You don't hold on to the ball. You're in motion. So we'll see. Derek, receiver Zach Macklin. Yep. No, couldn't play. No, you know what? He really disappointed me this year. He didn't do shit, and he was good, you know, last year. I don't know what happened to him. Harley Gilmore, no way he could play. If I went down our roster, which why do I still have this? I still have this roster for some reason. I did not throw it away. Let's see. Receiver, Harley Gilmore, no. DJ Miller, maybe. Cam Miller, maybe. Fred Fair is a senior. Well, Kendrick, no. Stellato. Quisenberry. I don't know, man. Quisenberry. Can he play in this offense? So we'll see. He never really got to play. Rodriguez at tight end. You can make him into a receiver. I mean, he's big enough and fast enough. He can play a slot receiver. He lined up in the slot a lot of time anyway. So, yeah, tight ends don't catch the ball in this offense, guys. It's about the wide receivers. So will Rodriguez stay? If somebody offers him some money, maybe not. You know, we got Wilberly at center. Surely he'll stay. Abe Selm, Jay Clark, Jalen Farmer. Surely he'll stay. This Darren Stray kid, this freshman that we redshirted that's supposedly good, maybe he'll stay. We'll see. I don't know. And on defense, I can't tell you guys. Uh, Josiah Hayes, Saunders, Gatson, maybe they'll stay. Sam Green, I think Rayner was he a senior? I'm not sure. Godfrey, some of these people that quit on us, I'm not going to name their names. Uh, yeah, Cam Dooley, I'd get rid of that guy. Ty Bryant, I'd keep him. Yeah, we'll see. Nichols didn't get to play. DJ Waller was hurt. You know, we still got some people on defense, and I think we need a punter and a kicker, right? So we need special teams. So yeah, yes, Cutter cannot see the field. That's obvious, guys. If you watch him, he's just looking at the blitz, and people are open right in front of him. So yeah, Nico. Well, I don't know about him. I don't know if we want him, Jake. I think he's a head case. I don't want him because he's worried about a paycheck. I'd rather take a young guy who wants to play. That's just me. But anyway, okay, well, we've been on here an hour and 20 minutes. What do you guys want to talk about? Welcome. If you're first time, I'm Tom, this is Kentucky Football Nation. Please like and subscribe. I have a video about the new coach, Will Stein, who's going to be announced tomorrow, most likely. The offensive coordinator for Oregon, who runs a spread offense. I have a video in the description of his offense where I take you through how we're going to run our offense. I also put up a North Carolina basketball video. We also do basketball on this channel. So we will not live stream North Carolina tomorrow night, but I will come on after the game and do a reaction because we're a 7.5 point favorite. And I don't know, we're going to need to play well to beat them. I wonder, let's see, Dylan, I wonder who might go after defensive coordinator. I don't know. I don't know who he knows. He's not going to get anybody from Oregon because they're still playing. So I don't know, who he's going to get as a defensive coordinator. So bully tomorrow, Georgetown, Michigan. Now, you know what? One good thing, I'm glad you brought that up, Derek. Yeah, North Carolina does not have any bullies, okay? They get out rebounded. They don't shoot. They're streaky in shooting threes. Their best player is their center and their forward. Obviously, Caleb Wilson, one of the best freshmen in the country, will jump up and dunk on your ass. And, yeah, Michigan State pulled away in the last 7 minutes of that game over the weekend. They're kind of like us. They're streaky at shooting threes. They don't play real physical. But, yeah, we have the advantage at guard play. They had the advantage in the front court. We had the advantage in the back court. I can't tell you what's going to happen. But we're 7.5 point favorite. So Vegas doesn't think it's going to be a close game. And I hope they're right because we don't need to lose that. For defensive personnel, Stoops, Charles. Yeah, I don't think Stoops will stick around. I don't think Brad White will stick around. Now, he might take some of their coaches. I don't know, secondary coach. I don't even know, linebacker coach. We'll see. I don't know. Most times you like to bring in your own people. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Charles, are you staying and working for a replacement at your own position? Well, I feel, yeah. I mean, look, it'd be a nice gesture, but now I think Mark Stoops, look, that poor guy, listen, I'm going to say this. I didn't like the way he was treated. I didn't like that they didn't give him the money. I think they set his ass up to fail, and he failed. But it was time for him to leave anyway. But they sure as hell didn't help him out any by that shit you saw on the field. Okay, we're going to have to buy better players than that. I don't care what kind of offense you run. We got to have better players than that. We're going to have to spend money on football, guys, or it's going to be the same result. Just because we get a new coach and a new offense and a new shiny car, if you don't put gas in the car, it still ain't going to run. We need gas in the car, and we need a lot of gas, like a full tank, not a half a tank. This is the SEC. The question is how much gas we putting in that car. Okay, it's a nice car. I've seen it on tape, and I like it, but fill that sucker up with premium. KSR did Stoops wrong. Oh, yeah, KSR, Dylan, they set his ass up at the beginning of the year. That's why I don't like those. I don't like those riders. I'm not even going to name their names. But I like the radio people. They're okay. But some of them set him up too. And that was not right. And they loved it. Believe me, they'd love it that he's gone. They fucking love it. And that poor guy didn't even get a fair shake from some of their guys. So some of the people that write on that site don't know football. And they admit they don't know football. So if you openly admit you don't know football and your job is to cover football, what the fuck are you doing on that site? I mean, hello, why would I watch you? But they got thousands of people watching them and reading their site. So hell, just you don't have to be that smart. Obviously, just write, well, he sucks, and we're gonna go 3-9. Okay, well, we didn't go 3-9, dumbass. So yeah, sometimes they piss me off. Don't worry, they'll be up Will Stein. They'll be 9 miles up Will Stein's ass till he starts losing, and they decide they don't like him. And then if they decide they don't like him, because nobody in the SEC is going to like him, I can tell you right now, ain't nobody on Finebaum going to like him. Josh Pate and SEC podcast. You can forget all those guys. Yeah, SEC unfiltered. Yeah. But on KSR, they're going to love him. Everything's going to be great until he starts losing and keeps losing. So same thing with Mark Pope. Listen, if Pope, everybody's going to turn on him. If he doesn't win this year, we'll have fans turning on him. But they won't turn on him yet because it's basketball. He'll get a longer leash. But no, I agree with that, Wards. I mean, look, they're a business. They got a show to run, and I get it. I understand what they're doing. But the start of the season, you just start giving Mark Stoops a bunch of shit. Come on, man. Yeah, that wasn't cool. But whatever. I mean, they get paid to do that job. I mean, like I said, plenty of people are watching them right now if they're on. I guarantee you they got 2,000 people watching them. So I can't compete with them. I'm not even going to name their names. A couple of those are good. One of those is good, and the rest of them, the other two are not good. So him and Jimbo hunting buddies. Look, I don't know. Just don't be an asshole about your job. I mean, don't sit here and say, I don't know anything about football when your job is to cover football. That's your job. I'm a fireman. You can say, I don't know anything about firefighting, but I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to write about firefighting, but I don't really know anything about it. Why the fuck why would I do that? You got a college degree. You're a writer. It's your job to know football. I'm not saying you have to be a football coach, but don't let me know more than you. Hell, I'm just a fan doing a channel with 900 people, and I know more about football than you do. That I'd be embarrassed if I was them. But they're collecting a paycheck, and they're not embarrassed about it. So, hey, more power to you, brother. Yeah. Hell, if you don't have to work hard to get paid, why work hard, right? I mean, it's just it comes down to pride. For me, anyway. When I started this, if you're new in here, look, guys, I don't ever come on here. Look, I'm not perfect and I'm not right, and my opinions are, but I don't make a video unless I'm prepared. I don't come on here unless I know the roster. I have notes. I have the roster here. I know something about what I'm talking. I'm not going to come on here and just turn the camera on and just start saying, yeah, Mark Stoops sucks and Mark Pope sucks and we suck. Thanks for watching. Why would you watch that? So at least I try to make entertaining stuff that I would want to see. I try to know the rosters. I try to know what I'm talking about. So look, I don't have fancy graphics. This is it. I'm in my office, by the way. People think this is a bedroom. It's actually an office. That's a little day bed over there in case I want to stretch out a little while. This is actually my office. But yeah, this is the graphics you're getting. You're getting a helmet, a football, and a basketball. That's it. I am getting a new computer, and I'll probably get a program with better graphics. But yeah, for right now, this is it. This is all you're getting. Yeah, there's a lot of channels. Locked On. You go on Locked On Wildcats, Locked On Rebels. Go on that. There's a stupid series of people who I cannot believe it. They just make videos to get clicks. But yeah, go on Locked On if you want real fancy graphics, and they'll give you everything you want. Movie entertainers. Well, I don't know, Warts. I like Matt Jones. I really like Matt Jones. I gotta give it up to him. He gives the best. Like I said, you can tell he's an attorney. He's fair. He gives the best opinions. I really like Matt Jones. I mean, man, he's the best. He's still my favorite journalist. I got to give it up to him. Why do you think college football is the way it is, Jay? Money. Because the people making decisions don't know football. They just want money. It's because it's about money. You're an employee. I'll play for you if you give me the most money. Lane Kiffin, I'll leave my team in the playoffs if you give me money. Dylan, I think a lot of those writers honestly didn't start watching football. Right, right. They're young. They're in some of them 30. They're in their early 30s, and yeah, they haven't watched that. They go to the games, but like I said, you're at practice every day with the offensive coordinator, and then you get on and say, I don't understand what kind of offense we're running. Well, could you not ask Bush Hammond? He's right in front of you. Could you not say, excuse me, could you sit down with me for a minute and show me what we're trying to do with the running back? I mean, it's effort. You're supposed to be an expert in your field, right? I mean, come on, man. I don't know. I don't get it. But hey, these younger, I call them kids. I don't get it. Like I said, you should know what the heck. You should try to know your job as best you can. I mean, I would think. But if you can get away with it, and they get away with it, I mean, I'm sure they got a lot. If they're on right now, I've got 45 people. They've got 2,000. So hey, and why work hard? Not work smarter. Work smarter, not harder. Yeah, that's I guess that's what that is. But no. So what do you guys think? All right, if you're new, I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. That's enough about football writers who don't know what the hell they're talking about. Will Stein is going to be our coach, offensive coordinator of Oregon. He runs a spread offense. I've got a link in the description to a video that shows you all about the offense he runs and how the quarterback and the receivers and the running backs all got to be on the same page. And I also did a North Carolina preview video. It's in my art. I just did it this morning. You can watch that. We play North Carolina tomorrow night. They have one of the best freshmen in the country, Caleb Wilson, a forward. He's a 5-star, and he will dunk on your ass, and we don't have anybody that can guard him. So I don't know what the hell if we don't play zone tomorrow night and you try to play man-to-man on this guy and we don't play any zone, because their center and their forward, Caleb Wilson, are their number one scorers, okay? Caleb Wilson averages 20 and 10 rebounds, and the center averages 16. So, yeah, their front court is better than our front court, but our back court is better than their back court. This is a Colin Chandler, Otega, Owe game. If Owe doesn't come to play, we could lose this game. And if we don't play interior defense and they do a lot of pick and roll stuff. For God's sakes, don't put Brandon Garrison out there. Just put Moreno out there and stop the pick and roll. Because if not, they're going to pick and roll the shit out of us, and it's going to be Michigan State all over again. And I don't want to see that. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, the new football coach, I like him. Can we run a spread offense? If we get the players, okay, you're risking it. It's risky. It's entertaining. But you can get your ass kicked real quick running a spread if you don't have the players. So we're going to spend money on football. And the quarterback has to be, like we're saying, all RPOs. The quarterback has to be Randall Cobb. He has to be able to run and throw. It's not a Cutter Boley offense, in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying that Will Stein can't teach him, but you got to be fast and you're going to get a hit. And the ball has to come out, and you have to read the defense and figure out real quick who to throw the ball to. And Cutter Boley cannot do that right now. And I don't know if he ever can. We'll see. How about Vandy in basketball? Are they 7-0? I don't know who they played. So guys, I have not watched a lot of basketball. We have been so bad in basketball. It's turned me off to basketball, which normally that doesn't happen. I've watched Indiana. I watched Kansas. I watched a few people, but Gonzaga Michigan just beat Gonzaga about 40 the other night. Michigan. So I'll watch a few games and a few highlights, but I don't know, man. I'm worried about our team in basketball. That's all I'm going to say. I'm worried. I don't like it. I don't like the vibe of the team. I don't like the vibe of the coach, and I don't like the vibe of the players. It's not a good vibe. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully the vibe changes. I don't know how you guys feel about basketball, but we can talk about that if you want to. But, yeah, I don't like it so far. I don't like it. We don't have a rim protector. We don't have anybody that's going to block your shot. Everybody's going to basket because we can't stop them. Georgetown exposed us. So luckily that game didn't count. So I'm very concerned about a basketball team. Derek. Yeah, I am. Mark Pope seems like almost too much of a player's coach. Yeah, Jake, sometimes maybe. Like I said, I don't know. He's getting a little bit overwhelmed. Like this is look, he played here. Hopefully it's just a phase and he'll get out of it. Just like Vandy, if we get the players, we can turn around in a couple years. Where it's in football, yes. If there's a Diego Pavia out there, and I don't think there is, that would be great if we could get him. Exactly how I feel, Jaron Smith. Yeah, you should be concerned about basketball guys. Look, a lot of people give me grief when I said Michigan State, we're in trouble. And I made a video. A lot of people, can you don't know what you're talking about? Yeah, well, they kicked their ass. Okay. So yeah, all you got to do, look, the blueprint to beat us is to get tough. Now, North Carolina doesn't have any real rough, tough guys, but if you got some rough, tough guys and you rough us up, we will. You can go to the basket all you want, and that's the problem. We can't sit there and jack up. We got people that do not need to shoot threes. Okay, I mean, not at all. Brandon Garrison, awful this year. He should never shoot a three. Diabate, oh my God, his shot should never shoot a three. He wants all five guys to take 30 to 35 threes. Man, you take 35 threes, you're going to shoot your way out of a game. I just don't know lineups right now. Who's going to play point guard? I've not been impressed with Aberdeen at point guard. I think Jasper Johnson should be the backup point guard. At least he can hit a three. Trent Noah's not played well this year. Cam Williams, sometimes he's good. I mean, just Jelovic guy from Croatia. I don't know how good he is because he don't keep him in there very long. So I don't know, guys. Colin Chandler, he's a 10 point. He's good for 10 points. I mean, I don't know, guys. We don't have any 15 or 20 point scorer, and that's the problem. So I don't know. I don't know. Saying when I watched Kentucky Michigan State game, Kentucky looked undisciplined. Yeah, Jake. Well, that's because they were getting rough with us and just going to the basket. 7537. I think Pope is a great coach, but I think he's struggling. Yes, acquiring talent. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Point guard. Yeah, Jalen Lowe. Look, guys, he shouldn't be coming. He needs surgery. He needs to just sit out. Diabate should not be shooting threes. No, Derek. It looks like Special Olympic team when he shoots a three. Okay, that's what it looks like. It looks like he has some sort of disorder in his shoulder. Moreno needs to play. Yeah, he's been starting. I'd play Jasper Johnson more. I still like him. At least he plays hard. I mean, at some point, if Oway doesn't start playing harder, sit his ass down. Don't give a damn. Give him his. He's disappointed me. Come on, man. He's got to pick it up. I know he wants to go to the NBA. He shouldn't be jacking up threes either because he's not that great of a shooter. And I don't know if you've heard this. He changed his shot for the NBA, and now he puts the ball in front of him, and he's missing all these threes. Well, stop taking them. Here's an idea. Don't fucking take that shot. Kentucky Phillies, a lot different when they get Jaden. Yeah, I mean, Quaden's, he's a good player. He can clog up the lane. He averaged 10 points and 10 rebounds for Arizona State. He will make a difference, but he's not going to be playing point guard. 7537. We're playing this soft and non-conference. Yeah, we can't play soft. Indiana, Gonzaga will get us. St. John. Look, man, yeah, we got to toughen it up. I say we got to play zone. You can't play man-to-man. I mean, look, I'm the first person to say we can't give up twos and threes. You know what I'm saying? Pick one. Play a zone and let them hit. If they hit threes, fine. But don't give up pick and roll to the basket and let them shoot wide open threes. He played zone in the last game. I'm hoping we'll see a little bit of zone. Like I said, North Carolina's not a rough and tough team. They're not going to rough you up. We should win this game. But when we start playing Gonzaga, Indiana's kind of a tough team. St. John's. I mean, Alabama's the first team we play in SEC. So we got to pick it up. And I don't like seeing they were calling him Park Mope. Park Mope. I don't see Mark Pope moping around. I want to see him, don't get all sad and shit. Look, man, don't take that shit so personal. Go to the next game. So I don't know. We're playing soft. Yeah, our interior defense is awful, and it better be better. Well, this Caleb Wilson kid, if he gets 20 points on us tomorrow night and starts dunking on people, look out. because he dunked on Michigan State, and they are some rough players. And first two plays of the game, I think he was a dunk. He dunked right in somebody's face. So yeah, I don't know who's going to guard him. Jelovic, Cam Williams, Trent Noah can't guard him. I can tell you that. I'm looking at this going, man, we better put two people on him and let him kick the ball out to somebody else. Because Moreno's going to be on their center. So I don't know who guards that kid. And that's what Matt Jones was talking about today. So are you doing a watch party? No, my wife said she would like for me to watch the game with her. I got to be honest with you guys. She's sitting in there alone. And I said, okay. I will not do a watch party tomorrow night. I will come on after the game and we'll talk about it because it's a late game. So yeah, I'll come on afterwards and we'll do it. But no, actually going to sit down and watch a game with my wife. Yeah, she's requested it. And yeah, special request. Stop going in there and getting in and watching anime. Okay. So yeah, do you do call-in shows? Not yet, Jake. That's my next step. I'm getting some software this Christmas, a new computer and some software, and I may do a call-in show. I don't know if I'm going to monetize when I get to 1,000. I probably won't. It's not that much money. Diabate's still hurt. Oh, really? I didn't know he was hurt. Okay. Well, he's a tough guy. He is a dog. So, but he does not need to be shooting a three ever. So no call-in shows yet. That's my next thing. 7537. I think Pope's getting lost in the sauce. Yeah. I think he's losing himself. Yeah, I think that's true. You can hear it when I don't know about you guys. Before I get off here, when they ask him a question, do you ever find yourself like he uses a lot of words to answer a question instead of just saying, "No, we should have played zone." He'll start talking. He'll give a big long answer like you're reading a Hemingway novel or something. It's like, dude, just give. You don't have to explain everything in detail. Sometimes I don't know where he's going with his answers. It's like, dude, where are you going? Are you going to answer what they asked you, or so I don't know. Very intellectual, yeah, to a fault. Basketball is not that intellectual. Okay, put the ball in the damn basket. Football, tackle that guy. Baseball, catch the ball, see the ball, hit the ball, catch the ball, throw the ball. It's not that hard. Basketball, now put the ball in the hole and stop your guy from doing the same thing. It just isn't that freaking. I'm all for analytics, but he is going way too far with analytics. Okay, analytics will only take you so damn far. Okay, Billy Bean from the Oakland A's never went to the World Series. Okay, great man with analytics, but he never went to the World Series. So that's all I'm saying. Stop it with the analytics and put the best people out there. He's the anti-Cal. He's the exact. Cal didn't look at any numbers and just let people play, and this guy looks at all numbers. So there's got to be a balance in there somewhere. So basketball is definitely the easiest of the three. Oh, to play, yes. Yeah, you don't get hit. Yeah, hitting, playing baseball, hitting a fastball or a curveball, breaking ball, really hard. Yeah. Yes, basketball is the easiest. It's still hard, though. It's still hard, but yes, you don't get hit like in football. Or you got to tackle some dude coming at you 30 miles an hour, dude's running at you 27 miles an hour. And if I put my head down, and so it'd be targeting, because now if you hit anybody in the helmet, it's targeting. Well, the dude was running with his head down. If you're about to tackle me, I'll put my head down and you hit me. You're targeting. Targeting, hell, he ran over me. So I don't understand the targeting rule. But anyway, all right, guys, listen. I'll stay on a few more minutes. What do you want to? Anything on your mind? Anything? I don't want to miss anybody. I got 30 people in here. I'm Tom. This is Kentucky Football Nation. Please like and subscribe. I have a video in the description of this live of Will Stein, our new football coach from Oregon's offensive coordinator, how he runs his offense. If you want to look at that, I have a North Carolina preview for North Carolina basketball tomorrow night. We do basketball on this channel and we do football. So, yes. All right. So look, Will Stein, I'm sure they'll have the press conference tomorrow. Okay. I'm sure they'll have a press conference tomorrow. So they are reporting that it is Will Stein. I figured it out last night when I saw Oregon sites talking about we got to get the running back coach to be the offensive coordinator. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's why I put that video out of his offense this morning. So Enjoy the show. Thank you, 7537. Video about Stoops' future. Well, hell, he said he was staying. I made a video. He said, we're all staying. Yeah, good. Well, the players didn't want to play against Louisville. So did they announce any details? No, they have not said one thing. They have not said about how many years, who's on the staff. Mitch, I'm sure he'll be introduced tomorrow, and they'll do all that tomorrow. If it is tomorrow, I'm sure it will be tomorrow because tomorrow's Wednesday signing day. So yeah, they got to do it tomorrow. I would think it would be tomorrow. Aberdeen can run the show. I hope so. Kentucky Phillies. Collins play solid at 2. Yeah, I mean, Colin Chandler's got. I mean, I like him, but man, I don't know. He's good for 10 points. He plays hard. I'll give him that. He's not always in position. Noah and Colin. Yeah, Trent Noah. Sometimes you can't have him on the floor because he just can't guard anybody. I mean, he can hit a 3, but man, you got to be able to guard your guy and keep him out of the lane. So, yeah, the Kentucky boys need to step up. I like Jasper Johnson, Malachi Moreno. Moreno's going to play. Well, thank you, Phillies. Man, I appreciate like and subscribe, guys. I will not do a live chat for the game tomorrow night. I'm going to sit down with my beautiful wife of 39 years and watch it with her because she was a special request. She's tired of sitting in there by herself while I'm here talking to you guys. And most people don't. I mean, I don't get a lot of people on a basketball game, but I will come on after the game. Pardon me. It is a late game. I think it's 7:30 Eastern, or is it 8:30 Eastern? I don't know, but we have to give Will the money if we want the Oregon offense. Well, we're going to end on that, Charles. You're absolutely right. Without the money, it don't matter what kind of spread offense you run. It does not matter. If we do not do better with NIL in football, we will not win. I don't care who you bring in here. It does not matter. Kids play for money. They're not going to play for the University of Kentucky. They're going to play for the University of Ben Franklin. Okay? That's all most kids are playing for. So get the Ben Franklins out, and yeah. We got to figure this out. We got to do better in NIL because Stoops never had a chance in the last 2 years, especially this year. I mean, 9:30. Wow, that is okay. So I'm gonna come on 8:30 Eastern, so 10:30. Okay, so I'll come on after the game tomorrow night, and we'll talk about it, and hopefully we win. Caleb Wilson, remember that name because that kid is good. Number 8. 5-star freshman from Atlanta. You'll be able to tell he's the one dunking on everybody. Just remember that. If you don't know who he is, you'll figure it out real quick. Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming in here tonight. I appreciate you. I'll be on tomorrow night. As soon as they announce Will Stein, I'll probably put something out. I'll do more on his offense. As soon as we find out who the defensive coordinator is, I'll find out, well, are we running a 4-3? And I'll do that. I love X's and O's. I'm learning football. I don't know it. I thought I did. I don't. I'm just trying to learn with you guys. So this is a fan channel. You can say whatever you want here. All right, guys, look, 1 hour and 47 minutes. We'll call this. I like the hire. Will Stein's good. This offense will work. We just got to get the right quarterback and the right receivers and somebody to block on the offensive line, or we will get the quarterback killed, okay? Well, thank you, man. Yeah, I don't know much. Well, thank you, Jake. I appreciate it. Look, man, I'm just a fan like you guys are. I just a little channel. Support these little channels, Loyal BBN, Sports Talk J, the little guys. You can watch whoever you want. You don't have to listen to the UK network, or you don't have to watch me. You don't have to watch KSR. You can watch whoever you want. That's the great thing about YouTube is we can come here and talk to one another like we're doing tonight. All right, guys, listen. Have a safe Tuesday. It's going to snow, right? It's going to snow here in Evansville. It's going to snow in Lexington and Louisville. You're going to get 2 to 5 inches. We're probably going to get 2 inches. So be careful out there in the weather, all right? I'll see you guys tomorrow night after the game. Go Cats.